I'm in the beautiful Bear Mountain Resort area. Bear Mountain Resort is about 20 minutes outside of Victoria. It's around Mount Finlayson. I hope I'm saying that right. It's very beautiful, lots of hiking, but I think the main thing that the area is known for, at least this resort is known for, is its golf. This golf course is the training ground for Golf Canada. So the hotel I'm staying in is the big kahuna, I think, in the area, the Westin Bear Mountain. So the obvious main thing to do in this area is golfing. But aside from golfing, there is opportunity to get out into nature. You can do some mountain biking, hiking. Certainly hiking up Mount Finlayson is no problem. And then again, you're only 20 minutes from Victoria, so you can still go downtown and experience everything downtown Victoria has to offer. So Bear Mountain Resort is actually Bear Mountain Resort Community. So there are a lot of townhomes in the area. There's actually a new development going up nearish to the hotel. Because there is a lot of development already in the area, the hotel doesn't really stick out like a sore thumb, especially with the golf course surrounding it. It really fits in quite nicely and looks quite beautiful. The design of the hotel is, I would call it mountain chic or nature chic. It reminds me very much of Whistler and the developments surrounding that. Lots of dark browns and stone that fit into the surrounding trees and mountains. The lobby is kind of grandiose and beautiful, but I think the most impressive part is the restaurant. So this Westin is really standing out for its staff and how welcoming they are. When I originally booked this, I was between two hotels in the Bear Mountain Resort community, and the reason I chose this Westin Bear Mountain is because it said that they had a pool bar and spa with hot tub and things like that. And unfortunately, when I arrived, that's not the case. It was actually a separate property that, I guess since it was listed, was bought out. And now you actually have to pay something like $45 Canadian to go and hang out by the pool. This was on hotels.com and Expedia that actually said they still had these amenities. So it's not necessarily the hotel's fault, I don't think. Not sure who's in charge of the communication there, but I know that it's not the front desk staff's fault, and they really tried to go above and beyond to make up for that. So they ended up giving us a complimentary breakfast in the morning at the incredibly beautiful restaurant downstairs. Of course, I would still prefer the pool and bar. When it did come around to check-in time, however, the room wasn't quite ready yet. The room ended up becoming available at about 4:30, so it wasn't too late. But they were, asking right away, is there anything we can do to make your stay more enjoyable, offering free bottles of wine or something like that. In the end, I got us a later checkout to 12:30, so, half an hour off the front for an extra hour and a half off checkout, which is great. So when I finally did get the room, it's big, it's clean. I would give it an 8.5 to 9 out of 10. I'm not fully sure what else could be done to make it that much cleaner, but I just don't want to give them a 10. A great addition to this hotel room is actually a microwave, which you don't typically see. This is the cheapest room that you can get in this hotel. It has 2 queens, and we have a parking lot view, but the parking lot view isn't too bad because it's still pretty treey and doesn't seem awful. And we also have a very big balcony that we're gonna sit on later tonight, maybe have a drink, maybe have our leftovers from dinner. As mentioned, I am pretty disappointed that they don't have the pool and hot tub with the pool bar. I think that just would have sealed this experience and made it like a really good 9 to 9.5 out of 10. But they do have, your standard fitness area. And also I think for golfers, having that attached to the hotel is really an experience. It's something to come here for. So this morning I'm feeling very well rested. The bedding, the pillows were nice, not lumpy. Everything was nice and clean and really comfortable. My only issue was some noisy guests out in the hallway and staying next door to me, but I can't really fault the hotel for that. The restaurant and the view were fantastic. As I mentioned, I was given the complimentary continental breakfast, but we did up it and got a couple of mimosas because the view was just so beautiful and the setting was just so great that we wanted to stay longer. And on top of the impressive food, we ended up having 6 eagles just circling around the golf course right in our view, which was pretty majestic. So would I stay here at the Westin Bear Mountain Resort again? Yes, I would. It's a great place to stay. It's obviously very beautiful, very well kept. The staff are amazing. Even though I'm not a golfer, the area is beautiful enough that it's nice to just walk around and enjoy it. And on top of just staying here for, whether it's golfing or hiking, I think I would actually make a point of coming and staying at this hotel if I was going to the Victoria area. It's a little bit outside of town, so it's not as busy. It's very pretty, but you can also get to Victoria. It's very accessible. So all in all, I definitely give the Westin Bear Mountain a recommendation, and yeah, would suggest you come check it out if you're in the area for sure.